we have Priscilla, and that is written and directed by Sofia Coppola. And for those that don't know who Sofia Coppola, obviously she's the daughter of Francis Ford Coppola, who obviously did The Godfather, amongst others. Sofia Coppola, she directed a movie called The Beguiled and Virgin Suicides and Lost in Translation.
Right.
Those are some of her like major films. So she's
Very highly acclaimed.
yes. Now she is more critically acclaimed versus like crowd pleaser. Her movies are typically a little bit more of a slow roll, a little more on the artsier side. So she's not for everybody. So I think that's important to know because I believe Priscilla falls in the same category. I think this movie started super strong. You're kind of in this journey right away, and and ultimately this movie is the story of when Priscilla, I don't know her last name, I can't pronounce it, but Priscilla meets Elvis Presley when he's in Germany as a soldier. But he's already famous though, and so it's a cool backstory, and the story itself is fairly interesting. I think my biggest, I just felt the movie kind of tailed off towards the end, because I think there was no real story. I think it was really just about like a guy meets a girl, but we didn't really know a lot of what was happening with Priscilla, and I think that's really where this movie veers off. Is I didn't really know what her needs were, what like her long-term goal was. It was just like, I just want to be with Elvis, and it's like, all right, cool, but that's not engaging enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and how did this Jacob Elordi do as Elvis? How is he as Elvis?
Good, he was really good.
Is he
I
good?
don't know, was Elvis super tall? Because this dude was tall. Like he
Um,
towers over everybody in this movie.
yeah, I don't know historically. I mean, he always looked tall, but that was just because of his dominance on the
Yeah,
screen. So I don't
this dude
know.
looks 6'5" in the movie. I don't know if he's actually 6'5",
Oh,
um but yeah, I thought he did a good job. Probably the question people are going to ask me, and I don't really have a good answer, is Austin Homeboy or this guy, right?
right.
um
Well, Austin Homeboy got nominated for an Academy
yeah,
Award.
and obviously we don't really see Elvis sing in this movie, so it's a completely different kind of. I think both of those guys worked for the movie that they were casted for. This movie is more, you know, pure acting versus, again, like Austin has to do the singing and the whole nine, and so he's needs to be more quote unquote Elvis than this guy.
Right.
But I thought he did a good job. Again, the movie was entertaining, but I said it to Nicole. I said, if you remove the fact that that's Elvis Presley, I think this movie has absolutely nothing to it. Like,
Right.
I wouldn't watch it if this is just a love story. It's
Right.
like not that great of a love story. And so I know obviously it's a true story, and I think what makes it captivating is the fact that it is Elvis Presley. But besides that, I think again the movie just lacks stuff. And I think, I know it's based off of a book, but I think it needed to go deeper into more, again, like more what she's trying to get out of this whole thing, because I couldn't figure it out, and it just made it less engaging. So take it for what it's worth. Sofia Coppola fans, I would say definitely check this out. Everyone else, I'm in the middle. I didn't regret seeing it, but I definitely think it's middle of the road.
Well, I happen to think it's a very good movie.
There you go, Pete.